Hi guys, I know I'm on a roll with the videos. I do a lot and I take a little break or whatever, but I've been wanting to do this video, what I'm doing, which the title may say dupes and just some of my favorite things. I did a favorites video probably last year, maybe year before that, I don't know, maybe last year. But today I was just chatting with my friend, texting with my friend Princess ENC, and we were talking about the last video that I did, and we were talking about the Giella Glam, and Beat Face Honey, she did a review on this and gave out a site. I can't remember the site, I have to go back and look at it, but this is what it looks like. And I'll swatch it a little bit. And also, in one of the chat groups that I'm in, they were talking about dupes, and we were just coming up with so many dupes. And that's the Giella Glam. In here, I have Golden Bronze by MAC. And I have another one by them. It's a little darker, if you can see. It's a little more pigmented, too, if you ask me. It's not quite the same, but it's like the same consistency. So this is the and you can see that's like a better glow. That's the Golden Bronze, and that's by MAC. There's another one. This one is called Silver Dust, which will probably be more on the lines of the Giella Glam, and that's that. Let me set that there. And it's not. That's the Silver Dust by MAC. So all three of these could be used as a highlighter. This is the Golden Bronze by MAC. That's the Giella Glam. And then that's the Silver Dust by MAC. And to me, I think if you mix these two, you could probably get this. This is more of a pink. This is more of a bronzy pinkish. And this is more of a silver. So let's wipe that off. Also in my video the other day, I was talking about my little palette here, which this is Ground Brown by MAC. And if you watch a lot of my videos, I love the Wet n Wild Vanity palette. Well, I think that those two browns are very similar. This is, let me put that here. That's the Wet n Wild brown. To me, my camera is not really picking it up, but on the naked eye, that's a nice brown. Now I'm going into, that's the Ground Brown by MAC. Do they not look the same? I think the Ground Brown is maybe a little darker, but that's a good dupe for Ground Brown. But if you get a discount, I want to say these are like $6 or $7 for the small palettes. You can get this whole palette for $4.99. There were some other dupes. Now today, you can't see because I had like a little crying session with my daughter and kind of wiped some of my makeup off. But I used this palette again, the Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild. This is goes on the brow bone. Doesn't really have a name. Let me see. No, doesn't have a name. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to find my Vex, because Vex is just one of my favorite colors by MAC. Let me see if I got it before. Let me see. I found something kind of else that it matches. This is Retrospect by MAC. Let me put that there. That's Retrospect. And this is the Brow Bone color by Wet n Wild. Very, very similar. Those are shimmery colors. I don't use a lot, every now and then. But to me, this one here, which is the Wet n Wild color, is a good dupe for Vex. I think one video I did, I said one of the BH Cosmetics colors was very similar to Vex. Because Vex is one of my favorite colors, I'm always looking for a dupe for it. I don't know why, because I don't have a problem buying it, but anything that can replicate Vex, I'm always like, oh yeah, that puts me in the mind of Vex, but I swear that puts me in the mind of Vex, and that's Wet n Wild. I'm going to see if I can find it throughout my little palette here. Let me see. What is that? That's not it. But I will find it. It's probably one of my little regular ones, because it's a color that I very seldom, I don't think I even depotted it. But at any rate, you know, it's just like so many dupes. I could just really go on and on. Trying to think of what else, because like I said, I'm always looking for a dupe. And the highlight, I really wanted to show my good friend Princess ANC. Also, a while ago, this is the Milani Body Bronzer. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm really not prepared, but I just wanted to kind of share. I've had a rough day. Okay, here it is. This is the MAC Glimmer Shimmer Milani. I think you get this Milani for $4.99. Let me use my other hand here. That's the Milani. Right there is Milani. This is the MAC. This is the MAC. Can you tell the difference? Not a big difference. And I've had this for some time, but I can't remember how much it was, but I do get a discount, and at the time I was just getting my cosmetologist discount, so it was probably 30%. Now I get 40%, so it would be something probably different. I think I'm done with the dupes. Y'all forgive me, I gotta kind of cleanse my hand. I think I'm done with the dupes. If I run across another one, I'll let you know. But now I'm getting ready to go into some of my favorite things that I just find myself picking up more and more. This is what I use almost every day. The last video I did, I was doing my little highlight powder. This is MAC, and as you can see, I've kind of gone through this. Let me spin it around. This is MAC loose powder, and this is NC15. This is for a white lady. But for me, once I set it on my face, blend it in, you can't tell. This is what I was using on my last video. NC15 loose powder by MAC as my highlight. And as you see, if you buff it in, blend it out, it blends in fine. Now this is something I picked up. I only used it maybe once, but it's the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Shadow Pencil. Let me show you all how pigmented this pencil is. That's it right there. Right there. I love this. I wanted to do like a gray smoky eye, and I use it, and look, I smudged it just a little bit, but it really don't move. So like once it's on, it's like on. So that's one of my favorites. This should have been at the top of my list. I cut this part out of my last video, but I was talking about it, but I cut it out because I went over my minutes. But I went to Bennett Career Institute Symposium, Makeup Symposium, back in May. Yeah, 1st of May into April. Anyway, they give us this kit. The kit is too big to hold, but it's a nice size little kit, and we get all this different kind of stuff in there. We even got some Kevin Aquan liquid shadow pens, which I've maybe used once, but they are really, really nice. We got some Makeup Forever. We got MAC. And one day I said, well, let me clean this out. So if I have like a small gig, I can just put that one person stuff into this kit. So I'm going through it, seeing what I got, taking stuff out. And I said, I didn't see this before. This is Derma Blend Acne Results Conceal and Treat Acne Treatment Foundation with salicylic acid. I've been using this as well as a highlight. It says the color is caramel. It would look to be my color. If you look, that's the color swatch in the back. It looks to be my color, but it is like just a tad lighter. But watch this. I just put a dab. I just took the excess that was on the bottle off. That's it, but watch this. Look how it spreads out so well. And it fades really good. And then this is when I'll go in and set with the NC15. So let me just show you to set with the NC15. And pow, you got the bomb highlight. And there it is. And to me, it picks up, it has a lot of yellow in it, which I have some yellow undertones, so it was like perfect. I cannot go without saying how I love the Queen Collection bronzer 120. This is my favorite. I don't even think I use the other one, but it is definitely on my favorites list. I really have a lot of favorites, but these are things that I just find myself going to. Oh, and I cannot leave off MAC's Prep and Prime Skin Brightening Serum. I was turned on to this by Dale Johnson. A lot of you may know him. We did a gig together, and one of the young ladies that I was doing, she had very like dry skin, but it was very, I want to say grainy, if that makes any sense. It had a lot of texture to it where it felt like goosebumps kind of like on her face. And she was like dry here, pretty much the T-zone areas or whatever. So I used my Embryolisse, I used my oil-free, and I'm like soaking it, patting it. I mean, it worked, but when she asked me what to do for dry skin, I suggested the Embryolisse to her, and he suggested the Prep and Prime Serum, because the serum goes in like 5 layers under the skin. It helps to moisturize the skin, of course, brighten the skin, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, I got to try that. So I said, before I put that in my kit, I'm going to try that on myself. With my discount, I think my 40% discount, it was $24 for this little bottle. But you don't need a lot. I was hip to these little bounties by Cynthia Jones. She's on Facebook, and she's a makeup artist, and she helps you to declutter your kit. And I was going on gigs with this. Now I just saved this for home, but I would have an extra bag that I had to carry, just paper towels and other craziness that I didn't need. So she suggested these. You can get these off of Amazon.com. You get, I still have a lot, but you can get like 24. These are the baby paper towels. You can get like 24 for $20, I think. And they come so in handy. And I can just stick them in my kit, snap them back, voila. And it takes up, you see how less a room that takes up. Now I'll use this on set, but I use this at home. I still keep this at home. This is my prep bag, and this fits in my kit. I have to go in here because I have to get some of my favorite things. That's why it's so crowded. CVS Oil Control Lotion, acne fighting, moisturizer, oil free with salicylic acid acne medication. This stuff is like the bomb.com. I need to downsize it, but it's the bomb. If you don't have any of this, please get some. Rosebud Salve. This is great for lips. Put it on before you do your client. For some people, I may wipe it off. But some people, I don't have to wipe it off after it's set because their lips are really dry and it's soaked in. It doesn't have the best pleasant smelling, but it's the bomb. It's a must-have. Whether you do makeup or not, you need that, especially for the winter months that's coming up. Oh! Ta-da! Ladies, ladies, ladies. This is the Paul palette. And the same young lady that turned me on to the paper towels, we did a beauty marathon with the Johnny Truth about a month or so ago, maybe a month or two, and we were working next to each other, and she had her Paul palette. And I said, Cynthia, you didn't tell me when you was organizing my kit, you didn't tell me about that. She was like, well, I hadn't gotten it yet. I got it at the IMAX in LA. I was like, oh my God, I must have one. So one day I'm online. I'm gonna try to keep the story short. One day I was online and another makeup artist friend of mine, Lisa Carter McPhee, she was asking about the palette, and I said I wanted that too. I was like, I saw Cynthia's, and she was at the beauty marathon as well, and we was like, yeah, we got it. She said, well, can you ask some of the Twitter friends if they know what we're talking about? Sure enough, as soon as I put it out there, someone came back and told me it was the Paul palette. Googled it. They actually sent me the link. So Google Paul palette, and voila. So now instead of on set having to use the back of my hand, which some people consider unsanitary, even though I sanitize it, you can now have this. Put your stuff, drop your foundations, whatever, on the back of here, and voila. Really it for my favorite things. And like I said, I really, this is what I really wanted to brag on, was this Derma Blend. And if anybody out there knows if they sell this somewhere, the drugstore, the Ulta, or whatever, please let me know, because I must get more. This, I'm telling you, I can't, this is what I really wanted to brag on. I can't talk enough about this. I'm just not ready to use it all over because it's really not my shade. Maybe a couple months later it'll be my full shade, but I definitely love it as a highlight. So let me know if you know anything about that. But that's it for now. Alrighty, thank you guys for stopping by. I hope I didn't keep you too long and ramble. But I just wanted to share that with you. And once again, thanks for watching. Bye.